We are live. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Traveler. We're doing a one-shot tonight because it's Christmas, and as you may have noticed by the gap in the streams, people have been busy, and tonight's not an exception. Tonight we have Kizik and Ghost with us. We are supposed to have a Thodubs at some point in time. We'll see whether or not magically appears during the session, and Ronan is at the airport picking up relatives in the middle of the night, so we are short-handed. So tonight's one shot will be centered around a train heist crew, and the guys were just discussing which one of them wants to be which. So rather than have a big long recap and introduction and such, I'm gonna briefly say how your holidays were, and then what kind of or what character you guys want to go with for the one shot. We'll start with Ghost.
My holidays were great. A lot of cool books and especially things that would help me do some RPG DMing. So I'm excited for what's coming up next for everybody. But I'm going to be playing Bisley Bon Buzz Chandler tonight, the leader of this gang. Do you want to know more about me?
It was a graceful handoff to Kizik. I thought it was beautiful.
Yep. I felt it. It was too slow. I drove too many times, saw too many people. Those are very fun. I should be hearing myself echo. This is the mute button.
Kizik does her sound checks and has once again done a great job of that. Not so good in the graceful re-entry to chat. But To be fair, there's only 3 of us tonight, so he didn't have any warning.
Since Buzz is the captain, I think I'm gonna be Blade. Because I want to be cool like my Captain Buzz. I had a good Christmas. Again, saw a lot of things, ate a lot of food. People can cook, and a lot of desserts.
All right.
I love desserts. It's a good dessert time.
I hate both of you.
Here. Right. You know how much apple pie I've eaten?
Yep. Yeah. Got them diabetes. So you're going to be playing a character Blade, so you're going to be taking one of the Chandler crew cards, and you're going to be adding a level 3 and a level 2 skill of your choosing that you don't already have on that sheet. So you can just write those down. You don't need it like on the table or anything. Like I said, this is a one shot. It will be mostly theater of the mind. I will bring up on the table the pamphlet so I can show the stream. Let's see. Objects, components, custom PDF. I want it right there. To browse PDFs. Traveler. Season 4 assets. Train crew. Import. Alright, so to give you the stream some rough background, we don't really have a real module. We have this little excerpt from one of the books. It's fantastic. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Basically, there is a train crew on one of the lower tech parts of the world of Edenfall, and they've been running robberies. They are in a much more warm area of the planet than what you guys are used to. So we're thinking, around the world from where you're used to. They have a customized derailleur vehicle called Maggie. More on that to come. And then they've got their leader, Buzz, who's kind of your old West villain. I'm not going to say villain. I'm going to say anti-hero. And we've got the gang that rolls with them. So there's a very, very brief overview of our background here. So we're going to open this up. You guys have done 2 successful and 2 failed wrecks. Randomly tell me, Ghost, what your very last, because you did half and half, very last heist, was it a successful one or a failed one?
My last heist was a bit of a low. It didn't go very well. We went after a bulk freight run hauling sealed agrichem tanks, and one of them, it just didn't go very well. We pierced it and it exploded. We learned a lesson, that's all I gotta say. You gotta come out wiser.
Yeah. Earl, one of your gang members, said whoopsie doodle and it exploded. So now you guys we're gonna say that you guys are laying low a little bit after that little bit of a catastrophe, and you're in one of your rural haunts, a little drinking establishment that doesn't ask very many questions, rural off the beaten path, and mostly frequented by freelance miners. As an aside, you generally hide Maggie in one of the many mine offshoots that connects to the railroad for ease of access. Now Maggie's capable of going off-road on wheels or by riding the rails. So she can go either way, but she can only tunnel if she's on her wheels. And the tunneling thing has been a bit of a fiasco. So while it is an interesting capability and Buzz designed Maggie, he does get a little bit of, flack from the guys because it's like, it'll be great, we'll be able to tunnel and get away from the bad guys, but it turns out she can only tunnel at like 5 miles an hour, which is sort of an encumbrance when running from the police.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. So you guys are sitting in this drinking establishment, licking your wounds, as it were. And an old headmaster from the orphanage that Blade and Buzz grew up in approaches the table and asks if he can sit down. Hello, gentlemen. I don't know if you remember me, but I used to work at the old Tiles orphanage, if you remember that correctly.
Blade sits up a little straighter and says, yes, sir.
I remember you.
Yeah, you guys were quite the delinquents. You mind if I have a drink?
Yeah, I'll buy you a drink. We ain't strangers anyway. And I motion to the bartender.
Huh? A young lady, desperate to get out of the rural area, trying to work all them crowds, comes over there and quickly fills your drink order, gives you a little wink, shuffles off. And this headmaster, he says, gentlemen, I asked around town about some of the shenanigans going on in the railway, and a lot of different names came up. Sort of surprised to hear your names mentioned by a few individuals. And he puts his hands up. He's like, for the record, I'm not looking for any trouble. I'm actually wondering if you gentlemen would be interested in helping me with a problem.
You got a problem with the railroad?
Well, you could say that. You see, due to a rather explosive event recently, and the fact that trains are having a really hard time getting from the nearby city to here, to where I'll stop where the orphanage is. They've stopped all train traffic coming through. It's not really just you guys that's out there doing such things, and the companies are tired of paying out the insurance, so they just stop the rail traffic. The problem is that I've got 2 cars down at the main city that are full of all of the toys and food and everything for the orphanage to have Christmas. And if nobody goes down there and gets it and brings it here, then orphanage doesn't get Christmas. I know this is a sob story and you guys probably don't care, but I can pay. And I was thinking, while the other bandits might be a little, inclined to attack the only train that's on the rails, maybe if a group like yours were the one leading it. And I also heard that you might have access to an engine. Maybe you'd be able to make the transit safely.
That's mighty interesting. So we got to go down and pick up how many train cars?
Just 2.
And chug them back to the orphanage.
Yep, it's probably going to be about a day and a night train ride.
Blade, what do you think?
How much does it pay?
I smacked Blade back side of the head. Hey, this is for our orphanage. We came up through there. Don't you remember? We can't be charging the headmaster.
He said it's a paying job, though.
Oh, did you say that? I'm sorry, headmaster.
He he chuckles a little bit. He's like, it is paying job. It's not a lot. I could probably give you about 1,500 credits to make the run. I know it's not a lot, but we are an orphanage that works on donations. So
I let most of the crew off for the holidays, so it's just me and Blade here. So I mean, I'm up for it. Blade, I think you're up for it.
Yeah. Oh man, you got a ring on or something?
I never take it off. It was with me since birth, but I don't know who my parents are. So I rob trains. It makes me feel better.
He's right there. I elbow you.
This is the headmaster.
And we're saving Christmas for the orphans.
That's right. All right. Well, it's gonna take a little bit of time for us to get prepared. And what should we meet? Who should we meet down in the city?
well, assuming you're willing to take the job, he pulls out a folder with paper on it. Kind of a novelty, in the technological day and age.
Paper.
He's like, here's all the paperwork you'll need to take to hook up to the train and take it out of the station. I've transmitted a digital copy of these to the station, but if anyone needs them, here's the actual papers for it. Christmas is in 4 days, so if you can get it there, before then, that would be ideal.
All right. I'll look over the paperwork here. It's like a bill of lading and.
Yeah, basically it has the numbers of the cars, where they're berthed in the train station, the legalities for you being able to pull it out, all the stuff you need to do. Now, with that said, I don't think you've ever done a legitimate train run before. Like, generally they're already sort of hooked up and ready to go when you guys come across them, and then you make them unhooked up and not ready to go. So, but your guys, he considers himself an engineer.
All right, we can figure this out. This is a number that we got to contact when we get down there, Blade. And these are the tracks. Okay, yeah, I got it. And this is the car number. Cool. We shake the hands of the headmaster. And yep, you're right. Christmas 4 days. We're on it. We're on it, right, Blade?
Yeah, for the orphans, and a little bit of money.
It'll make you feel good, maybe. I've got a gnawing pit of emptiness inside. Till I rob a train.
Gnawing pit of emptiness inside.
Maybe this might fill it.
Mine's filled with bourbon.
That's what I usually fill it with. Bourbon and tears. Anyway, I think maybe that's why the crew left for Christmas. They didn't like seeing me cry. I really appreciate you, Blade, sticking around.
Yeah, somebody's got to stay around, and you's paying me too, right, to stick around?
He's like, it's not just because I'm heartless and don't have anywhere to go for Christmas.
It's not because we're the only two orphans and everybody else had family to go to. All right. Regardless of our motives and motivations, I think we should need to uncover Maggie from the hole that we put her in and get on the trail.
Yep, that sounds right.
Now, I've been drinking for a couple days here, Blade. Do you remember which hole we put Maggie in?
I was 6 steps north of the highest bush in the east valley, and the password was Toothler. I remember that.
Kind of stupid made up word is that. Did you make that up?
I think you made that one up.
I might have been drinking. All right. 6 steps north of the tallest bush in the East Valley. Let's go that way.
Okay. Give me a roll, Kizik, to see how accurate your drunken instructions are. We're going to go with intellect is your characteristic. You can choose any mental or relative skill. No, it's got to be navigation. I take it back. Navigation, intellect.
Rolled an 8. At a -3, -1 is a 4.
Oh yeah. So as you can probably guess, you guys get out to where he's like, it's around here somewhere, and you're just walking through the desert. And we'll say it was like, 9-10 o'clock when you walked your way out of the bar. So it's like 4 a.m. before you eventually stumble across some railroad tracks, and you're like, oh, that's right, we followed the tracks. And then you follow those into an old abandoned mine and find Maggie put away. She's a little busted up after your last encounter. The railer's in pretty bad shape. Plating's been taking some pings. I mean, it's got some chunks missing from the tires. They're not flat, but seen better days.
Maggie, look, you've got all these scars on you. You never looked better. I really appreciate everything you do for us. All right, Blade, you got to get up here and help me shovel some shit in here.
Yeah.
Got to get the bar warmed up.
All right. Shovel stuff. Gotcha, boss.
Yeah, it's a reactor. You got to shovel some reactor.
You just got to shovel reactor rocks in. It just makes it work. It's just hot rock make go. Like that's.
I'm not an engineer. I just know how to drive it.
I know a reactor guy that probably would be like hot rock make go.
Hot rock plus water equals go juice.
All right. So, you guys get her. Well, you know what? Let's be a little fun about this. It's only really got one driving position, so only one person has to drive it. You guys can give me a mechanics check or whatever you want to do to get her all looked over, ready to go. Now, there's only 2 of you, so you gotta think about what your plan is for this and how you're gonna do things and who's gonna be driving ahead of time. A rail rider is drive wheel, in case there was any question.
Okay. I don't have that skill. I do have a mechanics.
You do have drive wheel.
Drive. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay.
I mean, you're the captain. You better have that.
I hope so. All right, I'll give her a good looking over, kick the tires a little bit, and hit it with my spud wrench a few times. Let me. All right, come on, Maggie. These bullet holes here, they didn't go through any of this rubber gaskets, did they? that'd be bad. We don't want to lose pressure in the boiler. I have no idea what I'm saying, but I'll go ahead and roll a mechanics check to see how we can get her going. I rolled a 6. Mechanics plus 2 is 8, and then a double check here. Intelligence is an 8. That's another plus 1, right?
Sounds right.
9 total.
8s are pushes, 9s are pluses.
Oh, okay. 8's 0. So, yep, I got an 8.
Okay. Get it all up and running. You guys just immediately set out.
I think maybe we should plan our route. Do we have any maps or anything?
I'm sure that you guys being local, you'd be familiar with the area, but you'd probably have access to maps too. It is technically a high-tech world, so there would be things like cell phones, despite this local area working on a slightly lower tech level. So you wouldn't have super high-tech things in this area, but it's reasonable to have a phone with some basic, at least Google Maps, if not actual GPS.
Blade, do you think you could bring it up on the maps and see our route? We got to go, I'm assuming, south to come back up north.
Yep. Let's pull up the map here. Oh man, that's like a recon-y kind of thing, or a
It's
even worse.
It's navigation.
Yeah, of course. Navigating the maps.
No.
I gotta push this button to send it out to the holo display that's supposed to be right on our laps here. And that's a 9, minus 4 is a 5.
So there's a couple of different routes. There's several that aren't on the map that you actually know about. Some you can take shortcuts if you are on wheels, or you can ride the rails for higher speeds out of certain areas. Of course, you gotta be careful if there's other trains on the rails. But all in all, there's probably 3 different routes to get there. The fastest route has you jumping between 2 tracks and taking an off-road track in between. Assuming that you can forward the off-road section without any problem, it's the fastest.
Try to get down there quickly, Blade, so we can come back more slow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make sure that, because we gotta stay on the tracks on the way back, because we're holding train cars at that point.
That's
Real
right.
train. We gotta look out for the spots where we would have hit a train too. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
All right. So I'm going to start driving Maggie south using the jump it twice so that we can get down there more quickly.
Okay. So you start rolling. Taking this route, it's going to take the better part of a day, but not quite a full day. So you leave at 4 a.m, you're going to get there relatively early in the morning, if not around midnight. So we kind of have a montage of you while you're on the rails, just rolling along. Let me just roll something here. Use my random tables a little bit.
Chugga, 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 chew, chew.
All right, that's good.
Blade is holding on to like the edge of the train at all the time, just kind of leaning in and out, taking peeks around.
Okay. So, you guys are doing a full 24-hour run. Are you going to alternate sleeping? At what points are you going to do that if you do?
Well, I'm going to take this first jaunt. You said that it's 24 hours down?
It's almost. So it's like 20 hours because you're taking the fastest route.
All right. Well, since it's the two of us, I mean, this is kind of what we're going to have to do. So I'll take the first 12, and then I'll sleep while you drive.
Yeah. I'll stay up for a little bit to make sure we don't get ambushed real quick. Then I'll hit the bottle a little bit harder to fall asleep.
Okay. So this was the first 12 hours?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I need to roll one more time because you're doing 12-hour chunks.
Buzz is listening to a audio dramatization of Wyatt Earps and shootout at the OK Corral. Cowboys.
Okay. You guys roll up on a train ahead of you in a canyon, which would make it's one of the few places that it could be terrible for this to happen, because what it means is it's very difficult for you to just pull up your wheels and ride off to the side, which is your normal plan when you come across trade on the rails. There's a lightly armed 2-car cargo job. It's got guys with, rifles standing stagecoach style on each end. And they've got, their engine is just boiling over, and they're blocking the path. Just roll up on them. The first one closest to you waves you down, and the appearance of your vehicle obviously has these guys at an edge. But they come off more or less polite as they talk to you and say, "Hey there, our engines broke down, fellas. Sorry. If you could give us a push out the other end of the canyon, we could, get out of your way for a little bit so you could get past, but it didn't go in anywhere on its own accord, man. I'm sorry." And he's watching you very careful. Like, he said all this and he's being cordial, but you can't help but notice that, like, all the guys with rifles got their hands on him.
Which direction? I mean, are we closer to a turnoff on either side, or are we just right in the middle?
It's actually way closer for you to back up. But you'd have to figure out a way to tow him if you want to move him, or you push him all the way out that other end, which is what they suggested. Or you could just back up and try to drive around. But it's going to be about a mile the closest direction, like backing up to get on it.
All right, so this is 1 mile. Say this is 2. Going around is going to be like 18. Add a lot of time either way. All right. With the window down, I let lean out and address the man with the rifle. I do have some tow cables. I could move you backwards, or actually it'd be forward on your line, but I'll push you. You guys hold on tight, and I'll creep up.
Okay.
To make contact.
I do want a drive check on this, because your vehicle's actually meant to derail trains. So it's got to be a very delicate operation. I mean, you look at the front of this thing, it ain't exactly built for friendly.
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. Okay, I rolled a 5. I have a +2, 7 for my drive wheel. Oh no, it's a 3. Sorry, I got an 8.
You got an 8. All right. You avert the disaster, so you're able to very slowly push these guys all the way, very slowly, all the way to the other end, and you lose a little bit of time. And during that time, you guys get chatting with them, and it becomes very apparent that they say they're independent traders. They maybe aren't quite as reputable, because no trains are supposed to be running on this line. Remember, that's the whole reason, that you guys are making this run. And they eventually are like, yeah, so we're just gonna give you something for helping us out. We really appreciate you, and we think maybe you'll be able to appreciate this. And they leave 2 crates on Maggie as you guys pull off and around, as they start getting their vehicle working again. If you open up the 2 crates, you'll find some decent booze minus their tax labels. And the other one is full of a leafy substance that resembles Christmas tree shavings, but isn't.
Interesting. Blade, move that crate to my bunk.
It's Christmas for us, Captain.
It's mistletoe.
Man, those were pretty nice guys. How come they scratched? Oh, nope. I got you.
All right, Blade. I think it's your turn. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
All
If
right.
you run into anybody, hopefully they're as nice as those people.
If not, we got a box of bribings.
I'm more like a half a box of bribes.
Yeah. Like I said, a quarter box of bribings.
Oh, just an eighth a box of bribes.
Yep. We got a bottle of bribing.
Okay.
And Bleed is a lot less comfortable driving, but has watched his captain do it, and it's comfortable. He's gonna push the thing forward.
All right. Well, give me that drive check. Since it's on rails and there's nothing in your way, you need a 4 to pass.
I got 7 minus 3 for 4.
All right. You are
All
not
right.
you are not comfortable. And I'm not going to say that Buzz never wakes up and goes, "What the hell?" You can choose to say something or not because it's a bumpy ride, but he is getting it on and moving the train at a decent clip.
There's emergency brakes every corner. I'm not quite certain. I'm gonna make that one.
You just need to keep it one steady speed. I don't understand why you're speeding up and then slamming on the brakes and then speeding back up and slamming on the brakes. It's just 2 of those heat and rock things at a time. You don't have to throw more of them in than that. I'm going to go back to sleep.
Have a Christmas tree and go back to sleep.
I've had a lot of Christmas trees and I'm going back to sleep.
I drive how I like. I'm gonna get us to town.
All right. I'll stop backseat driving.
All right. The scenery's rolling by. We roll check number 1 and roll check number 2. Okay. So you guys are rolling along the train. You can see the lights of the city. It's approaching about 12:30 at night the next day. And you guys are approaching the city, and there's a set of lights and torches that are on the tracks with a red lantern, which, in freight train parlance, a red light is, stop, like you would expect it to be. And as you start rolling up, you can tell way before you get there, these guys are wearing the uniforms of the corporation that runs the railroad that has put all stop to traffic. And they look like they're primarily set up to stop trains from coming out of the city, but they have turned around to see that you're coming in. You're still a ways off.
Still a ways off.
I'm gonna pull the, and I'm gonna mosey on back to the captain's corner. And I'm gonna knock on the door. Is that Captain?
Bunch
Captain
of
there.
smoke rolls out. Yeah. What's up?
There's a train. They got a blockade up. They're trying to blockade trains from leaving the city, but we're coming from the wrong side. They turned around. They say it's coming.
Give me a recon check.
Oh, that's boxcars.
I got boxcars too. How the
Holy
fuck?
shit. Okay.
That was awesome.
So apparently this gang is made up of eagle-eyed train robbers. There are 4 individuals with lever action rifles. These individuals are like, as you watch, they let a little hand car go through. But there's like some, basically they're taking money to let people through. And you've been doing shady enough work. You know that while they do work for the company, they probably were ordered to come out here and do this. These guys are just running this for money. So that leaves you a couple of options open depending on how violent you want to be about this, because if they're doing it that way, highly probable that at least for a while nobody'd miss these guys. Also, they might just take money or booze or Christmas trees in exchange for just looking the other way while you came through. Alternately, don't forget, your vehicle's got real wheels.
We have many ways to go around this, Blade. We could drive around it, choo-choo this way. I don't really feel like giving up my Christmas trees. How do you feel about your bourbon? And that would really only buy us one direction.
Yeah, we're gonna pay the tax by having them come real close up to the edge of the doors as we're holding a bottle, and with the other hand have a shotgun at the middle part of the door, and surprise. That's how I want to play it.
That again only gets us going one direction.
Yeah, but it's not like we're gonna go get the two cars and then come right on back out while they still sleeping on their post.
That's a good point. We got to come through here. Let's get them drunk.
Yeah, but that's my quarter of a bottle. All right, no, I get you. Get them drunk. No Christmas trees. That's ours. Or no, yours.
No, I'll give them my Christmas trees too. Whatever I got left.
Yeah, we'll have a party. They're gonna remember.
Yep.
We go load up the train with the actual train tracks and then drive on back through.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to them. We're gonna pull forward on our train until we meet up with the four guys with the rifles.
All right. So,
howdy, fellas.
How are you? How you doing, gentlemen? That's quite a vehicle you've got there, and they like start tactically spreading out on any side. Like they've lost all their sense of humor when they see your train.
This is so damn close to Christmas, gentlemen. I feel like I feel like that old saint that everybody used to get gifts from, you know. I feel like handing these gifts out. You come on over here. Oh shit, he's law enforcement. Stuff we got illegal.
Let me have a social roll of some kind, a persuade, a carouse. Carouse is really the skill you want if you got it.
I do not, but let's go for it.
Does Blade have carouse? Have you chosen your two other skills?
Blade picked deception.
Okay, you want to roll deception? How do you want to do it?
Yeah. There's not a party over here, guys. This is Christmas. You should. Oh, that's not deceiving somebody. We aren't going to shoot. No, that's not deceiving them either. Deception is kind of like stealthy, streetwisey. So Blade's gonna say, "Hey, in this box right here, there's a fee that you guys wanted to collect, right?"
Okay, give me that roll. That's the best attempt so far.
That's a 6 plus a 3 for a 9. Social is a 3 minus a 1 for a 8.
Okay. They open up the box. This is the box that has what in it?
My box has the bourbon.
Okay. The guy's eyes go wide as there's a whole crate of bourbon. The guy next to him comes up to him and he's like, "Yeah, you know, they just look like those robber guys. We should really take care of this fee right here. Oh my god, this thing's heavy." As they kind of like, you know, pull that crate out and set it aside. And they could start waving you to come through.
Y'all have a good night now.
Immediately you can see him opening up the bottles. So the second part of your plan might work.
Nice.
You
Man,
roll.
I thought they were holding stuff up. I didn't realize they were law enforcement.
They work for the train company, so technically they're not really law enforcement. They're they're like rent-a-cops for the train company.
Gotcha. They're Pinkertons.
Yeah. Well, but not nearly as badass.
Right.
So you roll all the way up to the station. It's now probably about 1:00 in the morning.
I look back over the paperwork and try to figure out which tracks I'm supposed to get to find the cars.
So there is like a switching station, if you've ever seen one of them, where like you roll the train engine in the middle and it moves you to the right set.
Okay.
But there's a box right next to it. It's like a shed, and there's a guy in it who's kind of walked out towards your train. He looks a little confused, and he's gentlemen, I didn't know there was anything scheduled for tonight. Can I help you?
I come out with the paperwork. Hello, sir. My name is Buzz, and I'm here to pick up 2 cars. Right here on this paperwork.
Okay, well,
Maybe you'd recognize the cars.
I got to look through this. I got to talk to Station Master Spotswood, and I can get you all sorted. Unusual time to arrive, but I guess it is what it is. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hold on. Can we do this without mentioning it to anybody?
Well, I don't know. I got to talk.
Maybe I grease your palms a little bit, you know?
I got to talk to the station master. I mean, I don't understand. Do this without now he's super suspicious. He's like,
I'm just trying to be in a hurry. I'm sorry. You go ahead and do your thing.
Roll me deception.
That's a terrible roll.
Well,
Terribly.
it's not Snake Eyes, so he's gonna be like, yeah. So I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. And like he goes back into his shack, but like really quickly, and shuts the door. Gets on his phone.
All right, I'm gonna try to find the things.
He's like, oh, you're gonna put it on wheel mode and just drive in?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a drive check, convert it over.
Okay, I got a +3, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10.
All right. With a 10, you absolutely freaking nail it. Like, you can see the look on his face. Like, he looks over when he hears the noise of the wheels dropping, and then as you lift off your rail wheels and you on your road wheels and you start driving off, he like has that shocked, oh my god, and he drops the phone and comes running out, arms like, wait, as you peel off into the train yard on your actual wheels.
Yeah, just like skipping over other train tracks
Yep.
sideways.
Boop, 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 boop. What do you do
I'm
now?
gonna try to find the cars. Can I roll a recon to try to find the 2 cars that I need?
Absolutely. There's 2 things here. We're gonna make this a task chain. Somebody's got to remember what the car numbers were, because you handed him the paperwork.
Ah, damn. Okay.
So
I hope you can remember shit.
it's a bit of an admin check, or it's a recon check. One of the 2.
I'm gonna try to admin and remember those numbers.
Okay. Either way, it's intellect.
Oh, either way, he's not looking the best. Rolled an 8. Admin -3, intellect -1 for 4.
Oh, you don't remember shit. Ghost?
I got a 10 for my recon.
Okay. That's with intellect. Yes, of course,
Yeah,
of course it is. Okay. Well, that's good. So you can carry over your effect for your next check. Kizik, you can still roll with a -4 in your next check, but I wouldn't suggest it. Because the next check is your recon check to find the car that's in here.
Okay. Come on, cars. With my +3 now, 11.
Okay, you find the cars. They are hitched together in one of the bays. They're kind of on the track and ready to go. Let me draw something out. I'll use this blue. I just want to like demonstrate something here. Excellent drawing skills.
It's the sun.
It is the little switch thing you just bypassed.
Ah, right.
These guys are lined up on this. It's on a bay that's hooked up to that set of switch tracks.
All right, Blade. Make sure the hitch completely connects, and we grab both the cars.
Task chain, drive, and mechanics check. And it's got to be done one player and then the other player.
All right, my drive is awful. 7.
Drive should not be awful.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Now I gotta
You've
heat him up.
got drive 3. It's not awful. Okay, so you got a -1 to your mechanics check.
7 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5.
Okay, it's not working. We're gonna say at first you forget to get the wheels down, and let me roll something else. And you guys can hear sirens at the edge of the yard.
Well, shit.
You're too far away. You gotta back up a couple more feet. Can't go hook it in.
A couple more feet is 2 feet. Are you sure you need a couple feet, or you need like 6 feet? I'm gonna just slam it backwards, hopefully the coupling takes it. Push the roll.
Okay. So you want to skip his part of the roll, and you want to push the roll.
Oh no, I thought he already made the roll.
No,
We
no,
failed it.
he failed. Well, no, it's the same task chain to do it. It's just a time thing.
I misunderstood that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, push it. It's just 2 feet. I'm holding the pin out of the thing, waiting to put it back down. And once he slams it in,
So will you want to do the task chain again, or does Ghost want to try to do it all by himself?
No, I'd like to do the task chain again.
I bet you would, because I got to tell you, if you failed as hard as I think you just did that check, I was gonna be like, "Well, you killed Blade."
Well, that was an 8 because I rolled a 5 plus 3 is 8.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so it isn't as bad as I thought it was. All right, so make your check, Kizik.
9 minus 1's an 8.
All
Slam
right,
that sucker back in.
clack clack. It's all in there, and you do remember to put it down on its rail riding wheels. I'm assuming, unless you want to try to pull it with the regular wheels, they are.
No,
That's not a good idea.
no, we're going wheels.
Okay. So your rails are now hooked up, and you can get up to the switch track, but you may then realize the one thing that maybe you didn't think of up until this point.
Yeah, so Blade jumps down from the back and runs over, looking for a big old lever to pull to move this thing around.
Roll me a dexterity athletics check.
Oh yeah. That's a 6 plus 2 because that's the thing I put my stuff in for an 8.
Okay, that's awesome. So you hear the clack of the shotgun in time to duck as a double barrel shotgun goes off from the shed. The guy that you ran past, who controls this thing, who has your paperwork, has determined you're probably not there for the good of the company. You're probably there to steal things, and so he's trying to shoot your ass now. You narrowly avoid 00 Buck whizzing past your head.
I've got all the stuff that Blade or Buzz has.
No,
I got a shotgun.
oh, you've got all the equipment. Yes, he doesn't have a shotgun. Where are you getting shotgun? Oh, yeah, he does have a shotgun. I lied. None of you guys were supposed to have shotguns. The shotgun is a bulky two-handed weapon. If you do, we got to change everything athletics-wise you're doing. I thought you guys just had revolvers. That's my bad for not thoroughly reading. That bulky thing completely changes the stats of you using it. So I'll say there's 2 shotguns in the vehicle, but if you want to be jumping around, you can't have them.
Alrighty. I got a pistol then. So I'm running up to the door. No, he went through the window. So I still haven't found the door for where he is.
No, you can see the shack. Like, there's a shack. It's mostly wood and glass with a regular door in it. He has just shot through the window at you from inside. He's like taking cover behind the wood underneath the window seal, and you can hear him reloading.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna shoot him and I'm gonna say, "This is for Christmas, motherfucker."
Yes, that's why you're shooting people that you had completely legitimate paperwork to pick up the completely legitimate thing for.
7 plus 1's an 8.
Yeah, okay. Roll your damage.
3D minus 3. 10, 7.
Okay. He's not all the way dead. So you shoot him, and he flies back. Oh, shit! And, oh my god! You could, like, hear lots of screaming from inside. Basically, you just shot right through the wood he was taking cover behind.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun. I'm look to see if there's a lever that says bay number 3, or try to find a button, something there. I'm just reaching through the hole, but I'm watching him, making sure he don't shoot me.
Okay, I've said it twice. I'll say it a third time. He's in the switching control room. That is what that shack is for.
I know. I'm reaching through the window trying to push the button to get to the switch shack, or do I have to go all the way in it?
Oh, yeah, you would have to walk inside. That's absolutely a thing.
All right, then. I'm going to go around to the side. I'm going to kick the door open. I'm going to keep my gun held on him while I try to switch it to number 3.
So you see the guy. You've hit him in the arm. He's dropped the shotgun. He is not a combatant. And he's wailing like he's a wounded man, but you've seen worse wounds in bar fights. So it's your choice what to do.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep my pistol on him. I don't want to kill anybody for Christmas, but you shot at me first. I'm going to shoot back at you. How do I push this button to make it on bay number 3? There's a big
3 lever. So you pull the lever?
Pull the lever.
Okay. You pull the lever, the cars come out on it, and then they're in the middle, and then you let the lever go and it rotates the cars in the right direction. And now he's sitting on the track and ready to go.
I'm going to pick up his shotgun and say, "This is dangerous. You shouldn't be shooting people with this." And I'm going to jump on the train.
Okay. Buzz, your murder hobo buddy, not that you didn't encourage him a little bit, he did let that guy live.
That's good. I'm glad he let that guy live. This was all a big misunderstanding.
Is that what you say?
Yep.
This is all a misunderstanding!
We're sorry. We tried to be good guys. We can't do it very good.
we tried.
We tried to be good guys.
Paperwork is kind of fun.
Yeah, actually, having the paperwork makes this legitimate. That's not good enough.
Oh, did you leave that paperwork there?
I don't think he remembered to grab it.
No, he
Not
didn't.
at all. Yeah.
See how much blood it's covered in. Oh, that's not bad. All right. So you roll off. Choo-choo.
Roll off.
You come back to that checkpoint. It's only been like 10, 15 minutes. But they recognize your vehicle. Of course, every single one of them's holding a bottle of bourbon now, and they just got to whoa as you go by. You honk the horn, honk the horn at them. Roll out onto the open road. Okay, now you got 2 cars in tow. Shit, this ain't gone too bad, has it?
No, that was really bad. You almost got shot, Blade. I'm sorry.
No, but you see I dodged it? That thing was coming
Yeah.
fast.
It was gonna kill you.
I mean, it's for Christmas, though. It's a little tinsel in the shoulders. That guy was crying like it just grazed him.
I'm gonna drive for a while, Blade, and then you're gonna take over again.
Yep. As long as it stays on the tracks, I'm good. We can't do that shortcut.
Oh, right, yeah. Let me look at that map again, because we're gonna have to replan. Just taking rail back all the way up.
Rail back all the way and look for a couple of like ambush sites. Like we know how to find them.
Okay, you guys want to give me navigates?
Yeah, and look for some hot spots. That's a good idea. And a -3.
I rolled a 9 at a -4 is a 5.
I only have a -3, so 7 -3 is.
Yeah. So you guys aren't really that good at map reading, but you kind of know the area, so you're like, well, I think there's some ambush spots in here. And you're looking at it, and like your map is of like all the switch stations, and it's got all the technical markings for operating the train correctly and like speed limits and shit. You don't know what any of this fucking shit means. It's like switching schedules for switching tracks, so that if you hit them at certain times, they automate when they switch. You have no clue how to read any of it.
I didn't go to locomotive college.
Yeah. It's train tracks. I think these two they definitely touch train. Wait, what is a squiggle square? Does that mean
Looks like a swimming pool.
okay. Oh, we don't. Is that for if the engine gets too hot?
Like I said, I didn't go to no college for engineering.
Yeah, this one goes north. We got to get to the city.
Yep, you're
Wait.
you're already at the city.
No, we got to get back to the littler city.
The orphanage. We got to get to the
It's
orphanage.
the orphanage.
In the middle of rural nowhere. So, all right, you guys start rolling along.
All right, it's my turn to nap now.
You're gonna go to sleep?
I've been up for a while.
That's fine. I'll take this first drive shift.
Wake me up if there's danger.
I'll blow the horn real loud.
Yeah, that'll wake me up.
All right. So the first one, your biggest enemy is boredom. There is a little bit of like police lights in the back. You're really fucking that thing up. I don't know how you were twisting it the way you were doing it, but man, you were doing it good. All
right, so you see police lights?
Yeah. Sorry, you completely derailed me, pun intended. Okay. So, there's only two of you. Kizik, Blade gets a little bit of sleep, and he wakes up well before. We're going to say it's like 4 hours. You're not going to sleep the whole 12 hours. You're now hooked up to these cars. You wander back and check these cars out.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, you get to the first car is just packed full of just stacks of, Christmas gifts and, teddy bears and all the things that you expect to see. And the second car looks like it's a refrigerator car. It's got a steel vault door, but the door's locked.
I call Blade because he has Deception 3 and is hoping to pick some fucking locks for Christmas.
Okay. So deception agility, deception dexterity is your lock picking.
Yeah. He rolled a 4. Plus 3 is a 7. He can't get this one.
So pulls out this butterfly knife. I just imagine Blade has a butterfly knife that he plays with all the time.
Ching, 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 ching,
And he's
ching,
like,
ching,
I'm going
ching.
to pick the lock with this, and just sticks it in where the door jam is and tries to credit card Jimmy the lock, and the blade just snaps in half. And I was looking at his broken butterfly knife.
This is my oh my goodness.
Roll me
Christmas gift.
a recon check.
7 minus 1 is a 6.
Wow. Okay. All right. Igor perceives nothing. What would you like to do from here?
Man, lost my knife. My knife blade is kind of. I think my knife blade's on the inside now, so I gotta actually think it through. I've been Jimmy and locks a long time, and I got some kind of cowboy, or I got a pipe. I got a metal pipe. I'm gonna pull some tin off of that, and I'm gonna try to give myself, instead of my knife, I'm gonna use a better actual Jimmy tool, and I'm gonna try to Jimmy that lock a little bit better.
Okay.
Is am I hanging off the side of the train, like wind's whipping past me?
You are in between the cars on the tiny little platform above the connector piece.
Yeah, cool. I was gonna say I'm gonna push the roll and get myself a little bit. I'll say it anyway. I'm gonna give myself a better stance as I'm here. It's better for picking locks, but I'm a little bit unbalanced, and if in the wrong things happens, I'm splitting myself in half. Uh, 7 plus 3 is a 10, though.
Okay. A 10 is exactly what you needed. So, click. Ah, yeah, you're so happy that you got the door open that it takes you a minute to register when the door swings open. There's a dude standing in there and another dude at the back of the train, and they've got the contents of the safe that's in this thing in a basket and are about to bail out the back of the wagon. They were robbing the train when you left with it. And this is awkward. Roll initiative, please.
Uh, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. I'll go ahead and get it from Ghost too. It's an 8 for bad guy 1 and a 3 for bad guy 2.
I got an 8.
Okay, players get the initiative, so both players and then both baddies. All right, gentlemen. Kizik, you go first. You will break your shocked thing. So I imagine that's the only reaction to this scenario, where that will just change these guys named a bandit.
So we're real close. I got a pistol on my hip. He's. You said, is the back door open? They're trying to run away. They're just in the car.
So they've got the contents of parts of the safe that's in this part of the car. This is like the secure car. It's also a refrigerator car, so it's cold as shit to here. But they've actually opened the back door up, and like you can tell, they were in the middle of deciding whether or not they should just push this cart out the back door and then jump after it. And they've got the back door open. You're guessing before you open the door, they were in the middle of the, man, we're going real fast.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. The one is real close to me, and then there's one behind him.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna draw, and I'm gonna fire my weapon at the closest one to me.
Okay, so that's the one who was standing at the door when you opened it.
Oh man, yeah, we're real close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm almost shooting straight up at this point. But trying to hit him center mass. That's a 5. That does not help at all. Somehow miss.
Okay. So the gun still goes off. It's 6 shooters to keep track. And you fired once at the guy earlier. So this gun goes off. That's a loud bang. It's loud enough that 2 cars up, I'm going to guess that Buzz can hear that. Buzz, all you hear is a gunshot.
Yep, that's foreboding.
That's foreboding.
I'm gonna pull the emergency brake line.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna slam on the brakes. I think that's the best course of action. Goodbye, Blade. I loved you. There will be another gnawing, aping wound in my soul.
I'm completely okay with this. You won't have to roll because you know this is happening, so you know to brace yourself. Everyone else, however, bad guys and Kizik, need to give me a dexterity athletics roll. And that guy failed. And then that guy passed.
10, 11, 12.
Okay, so you and the guy right in front of you managed to hold yourself up. The guy behind with the cart is suddenly, well, it's a Newton's law thing. It's on wheels and it wants to keep going in the direction it was going, and the train is stopped. And it barrels over this guy, and you realize it must weigh a ton because it just straight breaks this guy's leg, compound fracture, one of his legs is fucked. And he starts, he starts screaming, "My leg!" And, lifts his gun and just starts shooting wildly. He didn't critical fail, but we're going to play it like he did. And he shoots his buddy in the ass.
Very nice. Look out, boys. Here comes the Chattanooga choo-choo.
That's going to bring us back to the top of the round. Oh, wait, no. The guy who got shot in the ass is going to get a turn. I'm going to give him a -2 for having been shot in the ass, which means he does try to shoot Kizik. He pulls out a revolver. He misses. So another wild shot has rung out. This one slings itself into the presence compartment in front of you. And now we're at the top of the round.
So things happen at the same time. I feel like I was going to shoot him, and things don't happen at the same time. I braced myself. I hit the thing. I'm coming back. He's shooting at me. I'm shooting at him. I'm going to try to get in real close and just shoot one right in his stomach.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Are you in hand-to-hand combat range? Because it actually changes the rules in Traveler for how this works.
Yeah, we're hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, it's no longer a gun combat check if you do that.
Yeah, it's a melee unarmed check.
It's not unarmed. Oh wait, maybe it is.
Yeah, if I'm grappling him.
If you want to gun kata him, it is going to be unarmed. If you just want to smack him pistol whip style, I'm pretty sure it's bludgeon.
Yeah. I'm gonna get in real close. I'm wrestling him now. And I got him pistol. He got a pistol. We're getting real close and ugly. But a melee unarmed him to grapple him. That's a 10 plus 1+1's for a 12.
Holy shit. Okay, you've definitely got that skill. All right, so roll your damage.
Now I can shoot him with my gun.
Yep. I mean, it was a -2, by the way, so make sure you take that away from your effect.
So I had a 12 over an 8 is a 4.
Yep, but you're a -2, so it's a 2.
Just a 2. Okay, cool. That is 6 damage.
Okay. That does not kill him, but he's gut shot. It hurts. He's screaming, "Oh my god! Ah!" And then the other guy with the broken leg is screaming, and there's just a lot of ruckus going on from a couple cars back there. There goes Buzz doesn't know what's going on, but he can hear multiple voices screaming now that the train's screeched to a stop.
Blade just calmly closes the refrigerator door. It'll take care of itself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna come through the shit. I can't leave. I'm driving. I get on comms.
I thought you stopped the train.
I pushed the emergency brake. I don't know if it's stopped. Is it coming to a stop or is it stopped?
No, it's. I'm gonna say it stopped with just 2 cars like that. Like, this is 2 cars is not a heavy load.
Yep. Then I'm gonna make my way through and go back. Blade, what the blazes is going on here?
They're stealing our stuff. I got one. I'm wrestling him. The other one's crushed under a crate. If you start the train up, we'll just kick him out the back and close the back door.
You got it. Okay. I'm going to walk back and start the train.
Okay, well, that's going to be your turn.
Okay.
Guy number 1, he's got to do a unarmed melee against Kizik. This is an opposed check, so Kizik, give me a roll.
It's another 10 plus 2 for 12.
He loses it badly.
Does he lose badly enough I can throw him?
Traditionally, no, you don't get an action for defending, unless you want the bad guys to get an action for defending, which I don't think you actually want to do.
I don't. I just wanted to use the grapple maneuver of throw X number of meters.
Well, you might get to use it next time. However, the dude in the back that's got the automatic weapon, he unloads at you. And he's going to hit unless you have a dodge and you use... No, you're grappling. You can't do it. But that does mean he can hit his ally. But he didn't shoot bad enough to do it.
Can I have defense from the ally?
You're just taking cover behind him.
I'm taking cover.
Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. All right. He gets 2 attacks. He hits with both.
You said you had it covered. I'm going to have to walk back now.
I got it covered.
Let's see. The first one is 7 damage, and the second one is 8 damage. So 7 and 8. Sure you got it covered?
No, not at all. How much of that does the bandit take?
I'll let you have his flak value of 4. And because it's 2 attacks, you take it twice.
You also have the armor that I have.
Yep, you've got Jack, so you got +1 armor. And once again, that applies to both attacks.
7 minus 5 is 2, and then 8 minus 5 is 3. So I have endurance of 2 now.
Okay. So you've been hit. A couple of those rounds do rip into you.
Hurts a lot.
I guess the orphans are used to having blood all over their gifts.
I look down at my shoulder and I go, that's a bullet wound.
I feel like Buzz is suddenly be like, that's why that teddy bear was bloody.
Right? It was my favorite bear growing up. Whose turn is it?
It's your turn, right? Oh no, the bad guys just went. So that was bad guy 2 that just fired. Bad guy 1 failed his thing, so it's top of the round. It's you or Kizik.
Kizik, do you have this handled?
I'm gonna scream out in pain. Oh shit! They got me. And oh no, can I grapple one guy and shoot at another guy? No, but I could try to grapple a guy and throw him into the other guy.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll let you use the rules for the throw maneuver to use the guy as a human shield. Because you kind of are already doing that, even though it isn't really in the rules. But if you win your grapple, I'll let you use them as a human shield on the next turn.
I can't just try to throw him into the other guy.
Oh, you absolutely can. I'm just giving you an additional option.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to throw him into the other guy.
Okay.
That's a 10 plus a 2 for 12.
Okay. A throw. You want to do damage with this throw?
Yeah.
Roll 1d6 plus strength plus your effect.
It's a 4. Plus strength is a plus 1. Plus effect is a 4. 4, 9.
Okay, well, you did have this covered because you kill both of them with that maneuver. Tell me how that happens.
Yeah. So, the one is kind of pinned underneath of the big cart. Got shot once. Ow, that hurts a lot. I spin around, still holding the guy. I throw him on top of the cart, which kind of pushes the cart backwards. He then rolls off the cart, and the cart squishes both of them.
Okay.
And then, see, I'm bleeding real bad. I turn back to see Buzz like turn around to see me, and I said, "I told you, I got this." And then I look down as I put a little pressure on my shoulder bullet wound.
I didn't doubt you for 1 minute. And I go back to the cockpit.
Kizik, Blade walks up to the cart. It's full of these bricks that look like bullion. They're yellow in color, like foil yellow, but not like gold. And on the top, they have instant turkey stamped on them. Just add water.
Guys are just trying to steal turkeys. This is great. Is there like a tarp on them?
They were in one of the fridges that was kind of a safe.
Okay. I'm going to make sure I don't have a lot of blood on my hands. I might even get a little napkin, one of those like cloth napkins, and I'm going to start putting those back into the fridge.
Are you going to do first aid on yourself or have someone else do first aid on you? You got a minute to do it.
Yeah. I'll slowly walk on up to the captain's quarters.
Okay, so yeah, before you put your turkeys away.
You're bleeding all over the place.
He is bleeding all over the place. He's been shot good.
You hear me crying like that switch teller guy? No. Can you put a little pressure on this?
That's right. You are pretty stoic. I got a 2 for my medicine roll.
Oof. So the train's bucking and moving, and Buzz ain't the best medic in the world, so he makes it a little bit worse, and you just decide it's probably better if you don't.
We splash a little bourbon over it. All right, just hold that in. That'll make it feel better a little bit. Oh. The Christmas trees will help.
Yeah, the Christmas trees do help. Here. You know, I think I've heard about that gang. You said they were stealing the turkeys. Butterball bandits.
Damn butterball bandits in the flesh. Well, all right. You keep this train going. I'm gonna put those turkeys back in the fridge. I'm gonna clean up the mess in the fridge car.
What are you going to do with the bodies?
I mean, just roll them out the back once we's going fast enough.
All right. That's a good idea. Oh, search them first. They might have a med kit.
Hey, smart. Butterball bandits always come prepared, like Butterball Boy Scouts, right?
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
Mosey back. I start putting some turkeys away to clean out the big old cart they got. Move the cart back, and then dig through some pockets.
Okay. So you get about 120 credits off of them. One of them's got a revolver, not too dissimilar from yours and Buzz's, and one of them's got a Mac 10 and one spare magazine. And the magazine in it's about half used up because the rest of it's in you. There you go. I mean, you shouldn't need the cards for this, but I'll give them to you anyway. And then I don't have a card for it, but because your blade, one of them's got a Bowie knife.
All right, that's a lock picker right there if I ever seen one. And I do the little tap 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 real fast.
Oh, and they're both wearing flak vests, although one of them's pretty shot up. Probably not that useful anymore.
Well, I said, oh, I gotta take that one off first. Take off the not shot up flak vest. And then I roll him out the car. Then I come back up to the second one with a shot up flak vest. And I roll him out the car. Neither of them had a med kit, but we got more guns.
I mean, as you're walking out, you'll see there's a med kit on the wall. But all a med kit does is let you do the first aid without penalty. But you can find one on the wall, like in the refrigerator car. You know, like every kitchen's supposed to have one.
Yep. Got a med kit and a fire extinguisher.
That'll come in handy for me. A little late for you.
Yeah, moves it back up to the captain spot. Captain, they had guns, and I think, well, you're the captain, and I hold out the flak chest to you.
You put that on.
Oh,
Might hold your shoulder together.
Yeah. Can you just duct tape it on me a little bit?
Yeah, sure can. Hold still. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now I can understand if you need some bunk time to get over you being shot and all.
I mean, I might start patrolling a little bit more. Who would have thought we had bandits all in the car? I think they were stealing the cart that we then stole, and the fact we did it means that the orphans are going to eat turkey tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
When we get there. The Maggie
that-
does have sensors, though. We should have probably been pinging for anybody on board.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. You wanna give that a shot now? Now that it's been cleared.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run the sensors. Should have done that in the beginning.
I mean,
My fault.
driver doesn't have to run the sensors.
That's true too.
It's a good idea running them sensors. Let me know what that check is.
What do you got, Blade? I gotta drive.
Oh, of course. Sorry. This is electronics things. Let's take our time running these sensors. I rolled an 8. Electronic sensors is a -3.
The sensors is a +1.
Oh, Maggie's got a +1 sensors, so that's 6.
Okay. So with the 6, what I'll say is that you have no idea what it is. There's something electronic approaching rapidly from the quadrant of 12 to 3 o'clock onto the train. You can't tell anything more than that on sensors. Something electronic is rapidly moving towards the train, and it's fuzzing the sensors.
Something's coming in fast from the 12 to 3 o'clock. Because the train's got a lot of holes you can stick your head out of. Stick my head out of a hole and take a peek.
Okay, recon check.
That's a 10.
So you guys have been rolling long enough that it's just getting to sunrise, like 6 a.m. Because you guys did roll a little bit between kicking the guys out the back of the turkey car and this point. There has been some travel. And as the sun's come up over the horizon, you get a glint of something, kind of focus in on it, and it looks like it's a little quadcopter drone with like 4 little claws hanging from the bottom. And it's rapidly coming straight in towards Maggie.
We got 2 shotguns on this thing.
It is going to be a ridiculously hard shot.
Oh, it's coming fast.
I mean, it's like skeet shooting, but from a moving vehicle. So I don't know if you've ever been skeet shooting. Skeet shooting itself is fun and not that hard once you get the hang of it. Now try shooting from a moving vehicle, which not a lot of people have tried. But if you have,
It's coming
it's a thing.
as it's coming towards you.
Odd fuzz. You got this, Blade.
Blade's not the sharpest of guys, but he's got a shotgun and he sees something scary coming towards his car. He's gonna pick that shotgun up and lean out the window and try to take this terribly hard shot.
You got that +1
I need you.
skill.
I need you to. So it's a small moving object, so you're going to take a -2 for that. So it's going to be a 10 to pass. And the other thing is you're going to take a Bane dice because you're moving. So you're going to roll 3 and take the lowest 2.
Is it like far enough away? Can I do the like actually smart thing and aim at it for 3 rounds before taking a shot at it, or is it coming real fast?
You cannot aim for 3 rounds, but you can aim for this round.
Okay, yeah, aim for 3 minor actions.
That's what I mean. Like, you cannot do that. It's good. By the time the next combat turn happens, it will be on you.
All right, I'm gonna aim once, and then I'm gonna get it with my Bane dice. Oh, that's so close. Bane dice drops the highest one.
Yep. That's a 7 rolled.
7 +1 +1 for a 9.
Not quite good enough. So you pull the trigger. I mean, it's fucking close. Ghost, Buzz gets a turn. That shot goes wide just barely. What does Buzz do?
I was gonna try to make it harder for them to land because I think that's what they're gonna try to do is grab one of the cars with their little grabby thingies.
Oh, this thing is the size of a briefcase. It is not picking up a car.
Oh,
This
okay.
it's even
I
smaller than a
misread that.
It's really like the size of it's like 2 cell phones, small laptop in size.
All right, I'm just gonna take a snapshot with my pistol.
Okay. Same rules. You need 3 dice because it's a bane dice.
Let me pull this one out.
That's a 4.
Yep, all told, that's only a 5.
Okay, well, it looks really cool as you snap that shot out through the window. Whizzes right by, and then it looks like the drone's heading right for you as you look out the window. And then it like clunks, like you lose sight of it and it clunks onto the side right underneath
Maggie.
Underneath your window on Maggie. It's not underneath the train. You just hear a knock like a rock just hit the side, like it just smashed into the side of the train.
Well, I don't like that.
You stick your head out and look.
I think it's gonna explode. I don't want to stick my head out, but yeah.
You don't
What's
have
it doing?
you don't have to stick your head out. You guys can converse for another 6 seconds.
I'm gonna put the window up.
I'm gonna go back to the connector and try to peek around the edge.
Okay. Need the stats. Good thing is this thing's got lots of armor, which is very fortuitous. That's 4, 5, 12. It does 17 minus 11. That's 6 damage, and its hull is 102. It's got plenty of to absorb this, but there is an explosion as a very small piece of, it's either black powder or light plastic explodes, and a chunk of like the armor plating on the side of Maggie just off the side, as though you've just been hit by a cannon round.
Blade, where did that come from?
It came from the north.
Get back on
jump back on the
sensors.
sensors.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to see.
Can I narrow it down by just looking up from the northern side? Better sensors sense.
I'll give you +1. Just looking at the forward 180 degrees.
Yep. Rolled a 6. Minus 2 is a 4. Plus 1 is a 5.
There you go.
Okay. So you're still not going to be able to completely make out like directly where they are. What you will be able to make out is that there are 25 new contacts headed towards you.
That's a lot of bloops and bleeps, man.
That's a lot of them. Can you like shock the outside of Maggie so that they can't catch to her? Or maybe we go faster than they can't get hit on.
Yeah, I kind of wish my digger was digging faster than shit. Damn it.
Look, man, not every answer is digging a goddamn tunnel, man.
When you make a digger, every hole looks like you can dig it. Well, I mean, is speeding up a viable option? Probably not. They're gonna just attach anyway. We can't shoot them down because they're so damn fast. Ugh.
I mean, anything's an option.
Blade, take the wheel. I'm gonna start pulling fire extinguishers.
Oh man, I almost had that idea. I get the wheel, grab the wheel.
Okay, you go collect the fire extinguishers.
Yep. And then my plan is to crawl with some fire extinguishers to the outside, like in Back to the Future 3. I'm gonna go along the outside of the train, and then I'm gonna trigger the fire extinguishers on the front so that we go into like a cloud of mist, smoke, and we become more obscured.
All right. I would like a dexterity athletics check from you, please.
Tell my children that I probably didn't have any.
And
There we go.
you're doing this with 4 fire extinguishers hanging from your belt, by the way.
Sweet. I rolled an 8, but I have an 8 dex, so that's 0. Oh wait, athletics dexterity 2. I got a 10.
All right. Like I said, hippity hoppity, get off my property. It is actually only an 8 because you're carrying all this weight.
Okay.
But it's still a pass. So you make it all the way to the front. As you can see in the picture, there are handholds. So you grab hold of one of these sides of handholds. Which side you want to use is up to you. And you take the other hand, just start ripping through with the fire extinguisher. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And it kind of works. Like, you're blowing this billowing cloud ahead of you, and it's like completely enveloped. Of course, nobody can see where the train's going, but the truth is, once the throttle's set, you don't actually have to drive the train. So as you're doing this, you're watching the first wave of them, and what it's doing is it's keeping them from being able to see the train well enough to grab on. So they are hitting the side of the train, but then they're breaking their props and falling off to the ground instead of latching on. The train is now completely enveloped in, fire extinguisher smoke. The first one runs out. You switch to the second one. We go to Buzz. We go to Blade. Blade, what are you doing during this time? Because he said take the wheel, but you would probably immediately realize that that's kind of stupid. There is no wheel to be had at this moment.
I'm gonna try to figure out where these suckers are coming from. I'm gonna pick that sensors up, and I'm gonna see how much longer we got to handle all this. Focusing now because I see where they're coming from the front. And then I'm gonna roll a 5 minus 2 plus 1 plus 1 for a 3.
Yep.
Those fucking sensors. Help.
It's okay. They wouldn't have helped anyway. You do not have the range to detect these things' point of origin. So there's going to be more of them coming in. He's got 4 fire extinguishers worth. Buzz, you want to give me another roll of some kind for using? I don't know for using a fire extinguisher. What kind of roll could you possibly make for that?
Mechanics check to turn the throttle or the valves all the way on.
I'll take whatever.
Maybe,
I'll take whatever you want to give me.
I'll do a mechanics check because I got a +2 on that. Oh, but then I roll a 6, 7, 8. 8.
It's still a pass. And then, Blade, you realize that that sensors thing probably isn't going to work. You got one more chance to do a thing. What do you want to do?
I don't have anything good to do. I'm gonna keep putting.
It's a peeve of mine when a player says that.
He's trying to make ice. I'm going to go back to the cold cabin, and I want to try to supercharge the coldness so that the sides of the train get ice on them, make it harder for the little droney things to connect. And I want to do him the opposite side of what he's got because he's got a big old misty thing.
Okay.
That's my bad idea.
I mean, you had 2 great ideas at the beginning. One of them was electrify the train, which right now, not a brilliant idea because one of you is hanging off the side of the train. But after those 2 winning ideas at the beginning, I'm surprised that that this is. You're like, I don't have a thing to do.
Shoot it. He took all the fire extinguishers.
Okay, so you try to make this one real cold in case they try to get onto the back thing, which so far they've only kind of hit the engine. But go ahead and roll your mechanics check to see what you can do with the refrigerator.
7.
Okay.
Nope, 6.
All right. Well, you managed to break
Sorry.
the refrigerator.
Yeah. I see where all the coolant's going, and it starts to pool at my feet. And I go, oh man, I need a pipe to put that to the outside because the train's going to be whistling. Oh,
Okay.
and I don't find a pipe.
Well, you're fiddling with that as you hear thunk, thunk, thunk. 2 more of the drones actually do manage to latch on and detonate on Maggie. She's still got plenty of HP and hit points, but it does leave mighty scars in her. She does looks like she's been hit by by a cannon. But like after that happens, you finish the last of the fire extinguishers buzz, and there's no drones in sight. Skies are clear. Train's just still chugging along. Nobody in the cockpit.
I'm gonna move my way back to steerage
Mm-hmm.
and try to get back inside. Realize my buddy's not there. Get on the comm. Blade, where are you?
I tried to super cool off the outside of the rear tanker. I thought the ice would make it so that it was too slippery. I think I broke the fridge. You got an extra pipe?
Why didn't you use the derailleur to try to break some of those things up? You know, that's
'cause
mounted to the side of the engine up here.
I thought that was just the front part where you were holding on to it. I didn't
No.
want to derail you.
Oh, I thought the derailleur was like on the side, and it was a bunch of blades and stuff. Did I read that wrong?
I interpret it as being on the front too.
Oh, on the front?
Yeah, they do attack from the sides, but that's not with the derailleur. That's what I thought anyway.
Yeah, I thought that big old spike just spins.
Here, look, Maggie is capable.
Yep. It says right
matches
here.
the speed and then attacks from the side, carving into the wheels, engine, or control carriage of the vehicle.
So it does
So-
kick out from the side.
Yeah, I thought it was like some blade thing that comes out the side, just like eats the other trains.
It's okay.
Choo-choo.
Kizik have read it like 3 times, and I misinterpreted it too.
It's all right. I only read it once.
Yeah, that's why you're the captain. I would have been a great idea.
Instead, I grabbed fire extinguishers. So we talk over some bourbon and Christmas trees as we discuss what we could have done.
So the sun's up over the horizon. You guys are headed towards the last last quarter of your journey.
I'm gonna seal up this back. We can keep the cool in.
I was about to say,
there
you're
as
going to try to
possible.
fix the refrigerator car?
Yeah, Captain, you want to come help me fix this refrigerator? I was just
Yeah.
gonna close it up and hope for
I
the
don't-
best.
I don't want the orphans to have cold turkeys. Nobody wants cold turkey.
So we should leave the refrigerator broken so it thaws them out.
No, they need to be. Sorry, they're going to be cooked there, but nobody wants cold turkey. Anyway, I'll fix it. Hold up, let me get my spanner.
You already got one. He's in
Oh.
the refrigerator car.
Yep, I'm going to walk back there and try to fix this with my mechanics roll. I do get a +2 mechanics, so that's 12.
Yeah, you fix the refrigerator. You know, your friend's a doofus, but he's been real loyal.
He's got the new knife. He was using that as a screwdriver.
Well, there's your problem. I mean, that thing's like, it could only do flat-bladed stuff. Most of this stuff is Torx.
Yeah, but watch this. And he holds his knife to one side and just tries to turn it.
Tries to use it.
I got one of-
Tries to use it on the hose clamp. Cuts the hose.
Yeah, that's what happened the first time. That hose got cut.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
I was
I was-
hoping out of that hose was super cold liquid that would put some ice on the side.
Nope, that's just the return line right there. So that's just condensation, like lukewarm water.
It's a bad idea. I tried.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thanks
We
for
got the
fixing it.
Yep, we got the coolant piped over here, and then that can just go out from underneath the car, and we can let's head back. All right, somebody's got to be steering this ship.
You keep saying that, but
We got it on autopilot.
Blade, your friend's real. He's real loyal, but he ain't always real smart.
I only have an 8 intelligence.
got a 5.
8 intelligence is average.
That's why I'm the leader. All right, I think this thing's got a stealth system.
It does not. It's unstealthy, in fact.
We are not stealthy at all.
It's that's
Cannot camouflage.
That stat is on there to tell you why it is conspicuous.
Okay. I was reading equipment. It said stealth basic equipment. So
It's painted
I didn't know what that
black.
was. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, that's okay. We just white noise everywhere. It's a big old speaker.
I mean, I've just been holding down the horn every time we pass a major interchange or anything like that.
That is great deception because that's what trains do. Therefore, you blend in right
I'm a
in.
choo-choo. Yeah. But no trains are supposed to be on these tracks right now.
Not supposed to be. So you guys roll into the station that's adjacent to the orphanage, and there are 3 box trucks waiting there with the headmaster. And as you roll in, they are just, you can tell they're shocked, but very happy to see you.
We wave like we're at a parade. You know, the parade wave.
Yeah.
Wait. Blade, it feels pretty good, actually, to be a good guy for once. We should do this more often.
Blade tries to wave, but realizes he's been shot multiple times and his hands don't go up that high anymore. And he goes, yeah, if it feels good.
Headmaster.
Does it actually feel good for you? You seem to be in a lot of pain.
I killed 2 people. I left one guy alive for Christmas, for the orphans.
The old man at the switch house?
He's probably okay.
I hope he's okay. I feel like we did good stuff. Don't tell me he died.
And I blind shot him through a piece of wood he thought he was hiding behind. He shot me first. There's the headmaster. Oh shit, gotta stand up straight. He's gonna hit my knuckles. Stop bleeding.
Stop bleeding. The headmaster comes up to the platform. Gentlemen, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so happy you're able to pull this off. I got a call from the city saying the cars had been stolen. And I just thought, oh my God, they are actually going into the city now. And here you are, and you got the cars, and there must have just been a mix-up or something, because here you are, and you got the cars. I'm so happy, and the orphans are going to get Christmas now, and yeah, just so nice of you fellas to go through all. Oh my God. Buzz, you're bleeding. You're bleeding a lot.
The cars were stolen, Headmaster. We got them back from the people that stole them.
Oh.
Butterball
bandits.
Oh,
is that how you got shot? Butterball bandits again? I mean, they're always so pissed when people forget to butter the balls. I mean, they get ornery. Yeah, I gotta get you guys inside. Let's get you taken care of. I mean, I was gonna invite you to dinner, which, you know, you still could totally come, but we gotta get you looked at, and we also gotta call the sheriff and let him know that the cars got recovered and that the Butterball bandits were the ones trying to steal the cars.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, Blade, you go in and get some medical treatment. I'm gonna go unhitch the cars so that they can get loaded up. And then I'm gonna take Maggie and hide her.
Oh, good idea. Okay, so that's gonna take you a minute. Now you can just put the wheels down and roll off with her.
Yep.
Give me a survival check for camouflaging her.
4.
Okay, well, it's not a genius job. But it's probably on par with what Buzz normally does.
I'm not a genius. That's why we dig into tunnels.
That's how he does his super secret spot. Is he finds a hillside, he just turns the tunneler on. It's like, yeah, they'll never find it here.
Right.
Okay, it's all up in a tunnel that you made yourself. And you get back, and they've patched up or done the best they can to patch Buzz up. And there's a lovely Christmas dinner at the orphanage with happy children getting Christmas gifts. And you see a little boy that, looks like a younger version of you holding and hugging his bloody teddy bear.
Oh, I'm going to go over and give him my hat.
Yeah. You give him your hat, and you have that sentimental moment as the credits roll, because that's all I had for this encounter.
Blade's gonna find the sad kid in the corner and give him his knife.
Oh no!
Oh, yes. And then we see, like, after credits scene, those 2 kids, one with the hat, one with the knife, and they're like planning adventures for the future.
Yep. They're planning a candy heist.
A candy heist. Nice.
I bet you can't eat that turkey block before it gets wet.
Go ahead, stick your tongue on that turkey block. I bet it gets frozen.
Your tongue will stick to it.
That was fun. I like that one shot.
Yep.
Maggie's a cool vehicle.
Maggie is a cool vehicle. I read that one, and I'm like, I'll never get to work this one into like the North Rio like snow maps. I would like to try to figure out a way to make it a reoccurring thing, but I just, for one shot, I thought it was good, and it was very easy to work it into I wanted to do a little Christmas one shot.
The Tales of Buzz and Blade. We could make it a reoccurring thing.
So I'm gonna call the stream there. If you guys want to hang out, for games afterwards, I'd be totally down for that. But I am gonna take a bio break after I end the stream. Everyone on stream, I will say that the next couple weeks are going to be a little off and on because once again, it's the holidays and people have plans, and they have real lives that things have to happen. So we may or may not be on next Saturday. We may or may not be on Saturday after that. But by about the second week of January, we should be stable and out. Maybe third week of January. Yeah, back to normal schedule by at least the third week of January. So I know that we've been a little intermittent already since the Thanksgiving holiday. But like I said, we got real lives and kids, and that all takes priority. So I'll see you guys next time we're on, and thanks for watching.